welcome to John's Model Making. Thank you for tuning in. I've got the Titanic. Here we go. Issue 129. We have another crane. There we go, that's the box. Yeah, that's 129. Well, first of all, we'll have a quick look at the instructions. Okie dokie, here we go. Stage 129. Coming in issue 130. Brackets, benches, crane base, bollards, secondary anchor, steam bows, crane boom, motor and upright. Hook, pins, washer, cable, tie rods and assorted screws. Wow, plenty to do in the next one. There's enough to do in this one actually. And there we have the sinking of RMS Lancastria. Oh, a deadly Junkers Ju-88. I haven't built one of them yet. I'll get around to it. And here we have the last aft crane. So we've done this before. There we go, we've got another cross member there to pop into place as well as. There we go, so that's the crane. And here we have 129C and 129B. Those are the two hatches. Pop them into place. There we go. Pop the crane in. And then we have a cross member to fit onto, onto the ship, onto the hull of the ship. And then we have this clip here. There we go. It looks like a spacer, 129R. Take the clip 129R and identify the fixing position on the central propeller shaft 40B. So it just clips into place. You can see there's a little gap there. So pop it over. I think best would take that off. Where's that? 114F. Yeah. Position the clip as shown between the collar 114B and fixing plate 114F. Press clip 129R onto shaft 40B until it clicks into place. You may find this easy if you remove the plate 114F. There we go, yeah, pop it back on. So that is what we'll have when we're finished. All the four cranes on the back. Excellent stuff. So without further ado, let's get on with the build. So here we have the parts. Let's get them out. Plenty there to do. Oh, there we go. Those are all the parts. So we have the cross support, hatch 1 and hatch 2. We have the crane base, the crane boom. Yeah, crane motor, crane upright, hook, plastic pin. There we go. Washer, long pin, short pin. And then we have the crane cable, left tie rod and right tie rod. And then we have two of these clips. There we go. So we have two of them, spare one. And then we have AP, HP and AM screws. So we won't need that for now, but we will need these pieces, won't we? And we need the hook. There we go. Put these to one side. Okay, first things first. We need to put 129J over 129N, and we need to pop that in place using the pin. As always, a little bit fiddly, of course. Wouldn't be an aft crane or a crane if it wasn't. So there we go. So we got 129J, which is the pin, 129N, which is that rod, and 129G, which is the motor, I believe. That goes into there like so, hopefully holding that in place, just like previous. And then we need to pop it together. 3 holes, 1, 2, 3 pegs. Obviously the one in 129J does move around a little bit, so it's best to pop that in first, and then the other two should locate themselves. There we go, I think we've got it. And the crane cable out of the way. There we go. That's all nicely squeezed into place. Okay, now at this point we need to take the crane boom 129E and the long pin 129L. Fit the holes in the tabs on the boom on either side of the channel at the base of the upright 129G. Fix in place with a long pin, fitting the smooth end first, and then we can pop it together with a pair of pliers. This is not all that easy. And we'll grip it with the tweezers and we'll pop this into place. It does move around a little bit, which can be a bit annoying. Get it lined up. There we go, got a decent pair of tweezers. There we go, that's the crane boom in place. That's the pin. Pop that in, the long pin that is, and we just squeeze that with pliers. These don't have any teeth, but that's in nice and bonny. And now we need the small pin, and we need the hook and the washer. Let's see if we can get the small pin through the hole. We have again a rough end, a smooth end. Put it in this way. I don't think that's going to go through. Nope, stuck in my finger. Let's see, use my little. Oh, that's too small. I don't think that's going to clear the hole. Let's see. Nope, it's not going through. I'll have to make that hole a bit bigger. Okie doke, I managed to make the hole a little bit bigger. Not too big, mind you. Still a nice tight fit. But I pushed it part way through to get the washer in. There we go. That's the washer in. Hopefully we'll get the pin in just a little bit more. There we go. Just draw it back a little bit so I can get the hook in. I want the hook that way. Let's see. No. Draw the pin out a bit more. Should have got that. Got the hook in the right way. Now we can get the pin through. There we go. Should be a bit loose. It's quite tight, that really, but then again, it probably will be simply because it's a tight fit. But anyway, that needs to go in between. There, does it not? Well, it's going to be a tight squeezing up, isn't it? Just bear with me. There we go, I've managed to open up the gap between the washer and the hook so we can get, there we go. That's nicely in between those two. Now we can just tighten that up just a little bit more. There we go. Brilliant. That is definitely not loose. Previous ones have been loose. But once you get the tie rods on, it stops it falling out anyway. But that is now in place. Excellent. Now to get the first tie rod on, normally what I would do, I would open this hole, this round piece, the loop, just open it up a little bit. But if we just get one edge on, sometimes it clips in if you can push it in with your fingernail. Doesn't always work. I don't think it's going to work this time either. That's that edge on. Oh, yep, there it is. It's on. Brilliant. Now all we need to do is to bring that around and fit it in to the hole. That looks a bit tight, that. It's a bit bent, that boom. Well, this tie rod comes around here and into a hole just there, like that. Excellent. Now let's do the other side. Again, the loop. Let's see if we can. There we go. Best way to do this, I believe, is hook one side on, and then it's not easy. Make sure you get this tie rod the right way around, of course. doing it for me, this one. Get that there like so. There we go. Managed it that time. And then we put the tie rod, end of it, into that little hole there. Now it's advisable sometimes to put some glue. There we go. Okay, you don't need much glue. Just pop it on to there. That'll keep that in place. Right, we'll give that a minute and then we'll connect it to the base. Okay, now that has dried, that glue, we can pop a HP screw into here and then we can pop this onto the aft well deck. There we go. Quite loose as always, these. Yep, there we go. You don't want it too tight anyway. Some nice detail on that as well. Oh, it's pretty grand, that. Doors, ladders, excellent stuff. Right, we need the aft well deck now. Okay, now we have the aft well deck. We need to fit 129B and 129C into place. Now 129B is this one. It has 3 rows of detail on the top of it, and that will go just here, and 129C, which has 2 rows of detail, will go just there, and we fit them together with the aft well deck with AP screws. Yeah, nice and bonny. Now we can pop the crane into place. There we go. Crane will go just there like that, matching the shape of the other one. There we go. And we'll need the AP screws again. There we go. Excellent. Quite loose, both of them cranes actually, just like these two. There we go. Well, that's looking absolutely brilliant. Those two, actually you can see we've got a lot more detail here to fit. Right, now we need to put the cross member and one of these clips into place. So I need the whole of the ship. Okay, first things first, put the cross member on. Just there like that. And we need 4 AM screws, 2 there, 2 there. Always add a little bit of oil onto these screws. There we go, excellent. We have another one to fit later on, a later issue, and then that's all the cross member supports fitted. Now the next thing we need to do with this is to pop one of these little clips into here. I'll have to show you. Okay, no, I couldn't show you without taking this cross member off. Remember this one with that deck support? Yeah. Now we need to fit the clip in that position there, so we'll take this clip out. Should make it easier for us. Let's get our fingers in there. And there we go. Now to get this clip into place, if we can, as you can see, there we go, that's got an open end. Now I think if we use some tweezers to just pop that over there, might be able to force it down with my fingers. Yep, there we go. Simple as that. Excellent. Now we need to put that back in place. That weren't too hard, was it? Okay, right, we get this clip in. I'll put the cross member back in and then we can have a look at what we've done. Okay, don't know. We've got the clip in place. Let's have a see what it can do. There we go. That's working great, brilliant. So there we go, that's that cross member back in place, and there is the spare clip. Brilliant stuff. And what have we done today? We've done that crane and those two hatches. Excellent stuff. So that is stage 129 complete. Well, there we go, guys. Quite fiddly again, that, especially that crane. The only difference today was we put them two hatches on, and obviously you saw the clip. It is quite easy once you remove that front piece. I forget which one it is now, that front piece. Let me have a look. It does tell you on here, I think, on the instructions. Where? 114F, is it? Yeah. Remove the plate 114F, and then you can get 129R in place. Excellent stuff. But there we go. Now we have 4 cranes on that aft bow deck. Now I have got some replacement ladders for these, or stairwells for these, and they fit perfectly, no matter what anybody thinks. So they'll be going on in the near future. That clip, I'm not exactly sure why we've needed to put it in, to be honest. I can just guess is that there must be some slippage involved with that central propeller shaft, but it's working fine anyway, and it doesn't stop it from rotating. You've seen it working, that's brilliant. The crane, obviously, all these cranes can be different when you put them together. Some can be straightforward, others can be a little bit fiddly. This was a little bit fiddly because of the crane boom. The holes weren't wide enough to get the pin in the first place, so I had to open them up a little bit just to get the pin in. There's always a risk of opening up too much and then the pin becomes useless, but in this case it worked fine. And then just to part the washer and the hook, because I couldn't get that rod, the middle one, into place, the hook, I just parted it with a knife, and that works fine. But that's brilliant. A lot more detail to go on that as well as. So that is fantastic. Excellent stuff. So that's issue 129 completed. The next 3, 130 to 132, they'll probably be all individual videos, simply because these cranes take a while to get done and to get recorded. And I'm not going to do a speed up because it will still make the video long anyway. And it's just, people just like to see the cranes being done because there's such a challenge. And we all love a challenge, don't we? But yeah, it's looking absolutely fantastic. And you've seen the propellers all in action, so that's great. So that keeps that out of the way. It's done. It's brilliant. So anyway, if you did like that, give us a big thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you soon for stage 130. Thanks for tuning in and watching. Stay safe. Bye for now.